Getting looser, we are building our makeup survival kit. Hey girlies, what's up? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. So today we're going to be going through a little makeup survival kit. Everything you need in your makeup bag to look put together. Not necessarily products you need every day. If you just build a solid makeup kit, you don't need to be running around like a headless chicken, go to Sephora, trying to get a shade match, trying to get this, that, and the third. It's too much stress. You don't have to worry about that. You're just gonna have everything in tow, okay? If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Let's jump straight into it and let's get in. First things first, skin prep. I feel like skincare is a complete different section, so I'm not really gonna get into that. But if you're not new here, you already know. I'm gonna tell you, you need a primer. You need it. It's like makeup insurance. I feel like you can get away with not using primer if you really want to, but it's like, why would you go out without insurance? Like, I want to make sure my makeup lasts all day. My favorite primer, and a primer I would recommend, is the Milk Hydro Grip. Literally out of this, I finished it with today's face. Very tacky, holds onto the makeup, holds you down. If you're looking for more affordable option, the e.l.f. Power Grip is also a really good option. I'm here for a good primer. Find one that works for you and your skin type. You should just keep that in your makeup bag. Next, let's talk about the brows. A good brow pencil is all you need. There's so many brow products. There's like gels, there's like the mascara ones, there's like the pomades. Just get you a good brow pencil so you can fill in any like sparse areas, make them a little thicker, shape them up. That's all you really need, okay? You can get into pomades, you can get into sculpt brow products later on down the line. A good brow pencil, that is really all you need. I currently use my XX Revolution one, but this is discontinued. I am looking to purchase the Refi brow pencil next. I think with brow pencils you can definitely go the more affordable option. Next, we're gonna go into complexion. Foundation. I know the girlies are all about no foundation makeup look. You need a foundation in your collection. You need a foundation in your collection. You don't have to wear it every day, but honey, you need a good foundation that you know works. Because one thing about it, foundation matching is like one of the things in makeup that everyone kind of has an issue with, especially when you first get into makeup. So get it out of the way. Just get it out of the way. Don't wait until the day that you need foundation to go run around finding shade matches. It's just too stressful. Just get a good foundation match. Do your research, figure out your undertones. Are you cool? Are you warm? Are you neutral? Figure out the kind of finish you want. Do you want hydrating? Do you want glowy? Do you want matte? Go through some brands, get some samples, and get you some good foundations. I definitely say NARS top 2, not 2. I feel like you cannot go wrong. Shade range is amazing. I have 2 NARS foundations. I have the, I think this is the Longwear. Yeah, this is the Natural Radiant Longwear foundation. This is definitely more glowy, luminous type of vibe. Looks good in real life as well. And then I also have the NARS. This is the Soft Matte Complete Foundation. This one, definitely more full coverage. It looks great under photography, especially if you have like them real professional DSLR type cameras. It looks amazing. When you put this on, you can definitely see it's makeup on the face. Like, it's not giving natural, it's giving there's makeup. So definitely this is more like high coverage to me, but these are great places to start. I mean, there's so many different brands you could choose from. The idea of a foundation, people just feel like it's more makeup on your face, but foundation is to just give your skin a nice blank canvas to work on top of. I definitely would recommend getting a nice little skin tint for the days where you don't want to do too much. I have the Fenty Beauty Eavesdrop Skin Tint. Since this came out, it's been one of my favorites. I don't go on any holiday without my skin tint, and even in the UK when it's really hot, this is my go-to. So I have 2 shades, 22 and 21. I mix them together just to get the shade I want. So definitely for complexion, get you 1 good foundation and 1 good skin tint. That's all you need. Once you have those 2, you're good for more natural days and you're good for your full glam days. You know, you have that balance. Next, we're going to go into concealer. Naturally, we're still in the complexion range. I would say my rule of thumb would be to get 1 nice full coverage concealer that you know just works, give you that nice flawless snatch under eye, and then have another more natural concealer that is more used to like spot conceal or just give you a little natural lift under the eye. So this is the Stay Hydra Beam Concealer. Now this is definitely a hydrating concealer, and you guys can probably see how glowy it is. On my more natural days, I want my skin to look a bit more like fresh, and like I just put setting spray on. Like, I like that look for day to day. Of course, you can go for a different formula. You can go with something more matte, but you want to go for a concealer that's close to your skin tone that you can just throw on under the eyes and it's not going to look like a jump scare. And then for a full coverage concealer, my favorite concealer right now, which is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Magic Touch Concealer. This is so good. I feel like the girlies sleep on her. She's so good. It is a brightening concealer. I would say it's safe to go about 2 shades lighter. I wouldn't say go more than 2 shades lighter. So that is the ABH concealer. super beautiful coverage. The under eyes always look good. I'm actually wearing her today, and as you guys can see, it's going flawless and it's set really nicely. I definitely feel like you need at least one eyeshadow palette in your collection. I know this is not the most popular right now. I feel like the girlies don't really appreciate the art of a good eyeshadow. This is controversial because this is the all matte palette, but I absolutely love the shades in here. So this is the Makeup by Mario Original Master Matte palette. It has all your neutrals. This is perfect for literally everyday simple look. Literally, if you don't know how to do eyeshadow, pick up like this shade and just blend it all over the lid. Just blend it, boom, looks good. It looks like you did something today, okay? I would say for like a staple palette, it would be nice to have a few shimmers in there. Honestly, with shimmers, you can go high end, low end. It's a shimmer, it's gonna work. Definitely a staple, definitely something I think is really good to start with. For eyes, I think it's good to have a mascara or a lash. I'm a lash girl. I'm biased. I'm gonna say get a lash. If you're not a lash girl, get you a little mascara. When it comes to looking more awake and looking more fresh, a mascara or some type of lash always opens up the eyes. It works for absolutely everyone. Even if you're not a makeup person, a little mascara is like 101. The mascara I have currently been using is the Say Beauty mascara, and it works pretty well for me. Used it on my lower lash line today and she's giving. Let's go back into complexion now. So powder, Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, can't go wrong. When it comes to under eye powder, please do not skip to the lightest powder that you see. Please start with a more neutral, more toned down powder. If you're my skin tone, you're around Fenty 450. I use the Huda Beauty Kanafa powder for under my eyes. If I can just get a little, I need to even repurchase this. I don't know if you guys can see that shade. So it's like a yellow powder, but it has more of a honey brown neutral tone. They have multiple different shades. When it comes to having a powder in your collection, it's just best to invest in a good powder. I mean, you could go the more affordable option, but I'm always going to say when it comes to makeup, powder is make or break. Everything else you can kind of move around, play around with, but when it comes to a powder, especially under your eyes, you want that powder to look good, to melt in. You don't want it to look ashy, you don't want it to look dry and make you look old. You want a good finish, and I feel like Huda is like a very much so that girl when it comes to setting powder. So let's get into sculpting and bronzing, should I say. I feel like the girlies retired the contour. We're still using contour techniques, but we're using bronzing type products. For me, a cream bronzer is a staple just because I feel like it's versatile. You could kind of play with the amount of coverage you have. So if you're going for more fresh look, you can apply less. If you want to go for more full coverage look, you can apply more. ABH bronzer in Chestnut is my absolute favorite. This just gives me the ultimate warm bronzy look, but also a bit of a sculpt. Definitely would recommend, like 100%. That is the shade of ABH Chestnut. So you guys can see it has a really nice depth and is darker than my skin tone, so it gives that nice element of sculpt, but because it's so warm, it gives that bronzy effect. At first, I wasn't going to include this in the video because I feel like you have powder bronzers, but I feel like a cream bronzer does make a difference to your makeup look. Like before, I didn't use a cream bronzer and I just used a powder, and when I started using a cream, I noticed elevation. Let's go into powder bronzer. Fenty was my first ever bronzer I ever purchased. This is the Thick Mint. This is the, I think, the deepest shade that they have. It's more of a neutral red. I feel like it's still more red, but it is more neutral than the one they had before. If you're going for more natural vibe, you just want to do a quick 1-2 in the morning, 10-minute makeup, powder bronzer is going to be your best friend. Just give you a little warmth, make it look like you had a little bit of a holiday when you really didn't, but it's cute. Now that I think of it, this is definitely one of my favorite Fenty products that I actually own. Love me a good powder bronzer, and it also helps to set the cream bronzer down. Next, blush, non-negotiable. 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 I think blush is just such a pretty, girly part of makeup. It definitely brings the face together. Powder blush is really all you need. This is my absolute favorite. This is the NARS Exhibit A. I have not seen it available anywhere, so yeah, crazy. I hope it comes back, but yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite blushes. I've also been loving my House Labs. This is more of a pink, like more whimsical blush. This is the Dragon Fruit Days, and I also have my Pat McGrath. Those are 3 blushes. So the middle one, this one is more of like a neutral toned blush. If you want something more toned down, this is Pat McGrath in Paradise Venus. Then we have the House Labs pink blush in Dragon Fruit Days. This is more like whimsical and fun. And we have NARS Exhibit A, which I think just complements darker, deeper skin tones. It's more like warm, it's more like just in your face. I don't think you need all 3. I think one blush is fine for a standalone collection, but those are the 3 that I would say, like, you know, kind of give different vibes. And now we are getting to the last few products, so let's go into lips. Fenty Beauty have some amazing glosses. They have gloss bomb heats like the one I'm showing you now in hot chocolate, my absolute fave Fenty gloss. And then they have like Fussy, Fenty Glow. They have so many different glosses. I think Fenty's a great place to get a really good lip gloss. I think a nice natural sheer color always works. Sheer pink or sheer brown, it's just a no-brainer. It's always going to work. You don't have to really worry about, does it look good on my skin tone? As long as it's sheer and it has a bit of a tint, you are good to go. As far as a lipstick I think you need to have in your collection, you need a red. You absolutely need a red. Find a red lip that works for you. Figure out if you like more of a blue red or orange red, a true red, whatever red you want, whatever red you get, just find one that works for you. My absolute favorite red lip of all time is my Ruby Ruby by MAC. I've had this for so long, and it's because I don't wear red lips often. I just have it. Guys, look at that red. It is like the perfect red. I know some people do love a liquid lip, so I do have the Fenty liquid lip. I think this is an MVP. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of a liquid lip, but this dries really nicely and it's very matte, but it's not too matte where it feels dry. So that shade there is MVP, and I think this is a good comparison to show you guys how reds show up. So you guys can see this one has a deeper tone to it, so it's more of a blue red, whereas this one is reading more of like an orangey red. I'm sure you guys can see like the difference in tone. So that's kind of the difference. Like this is more of a blue red because it has that depth, and this one's more of like an orangey red. It's more like a fiery tone. I forgot to mention, couldn't believe it, a clear lip gloss. You always need a clear lip gloss. Brown liner and a clear gloss. Hate to see brown dark skin girls coming. Hate to see us coming. So this is the Revolution Glaze Bomb Pout Bomb. It's like a lip plumper, but it just looks so good. I used to wear this so much around 2021, so I just always repurchase it. And I also have the Kiko gloss, and it's just a nice clear one in 01. Lip liner for us darker skin ladies, us brown girls. Lip liner is like one of the most annoying things when it comes to makeup, because I just feel like everything else is inclusive, but lip liners, I feel like brands drop the ball every single time. Honestly, I used to use brow pencil. If I wanted an affordable lip liner, I would just get a brow pencil that's like black brown or really, really deep brown, and that would always work for me. The lip liner that I love to use right now is currently discontinued. I don't know if Morphe's going to bring it back, but you guys know, if you're not new here, Morphe Richie liner and Trendsetter liner are like my faves. If in doubt, get you a dark brown brow pencil. It's sad, but yeah, we're lacking depth in the lip liner department still to this day. Fenty came out with some really, really nice ones. I have Cold Blooded, which is a nice deep brown, but I wouldn't fully recommend it because the lip liner is hard to sharpen. I can't fully recommend it because it's not about having a nice shade, it's also about usability. Once you get a nice brown, like a deep brown that's like a little bit deeper than your skin tone, you can use it to do a red lip, you can use it to do clear lip gloss, sheer pink lip gloss, nice dark brown liner, you're pretty much good to go. So definitely would recommend. And then last little item that we have is a setting spray. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. This holds the makeup in place, but it also gives a little bit of like a, not a glow as far as like shimmer, but it gives your skin a nice like radiance, and it definitely holds the makeup in place. So those are all the products I'm going to show you guys today. These are all the products that I would definitely recommend having in your collection, even if you don't use them every day, just to have in your makeup bag, so that when the time comes, you have a little something, you have some things to work with. Everything else is extra. Like I would buy these and be able to get a look like this, simple and easy and quick. Okay, so yeah, if you guys enjoy this makeup survival kit, of course you can play about with the brands and stuff like that, but I definitely wanted to do this because often I even get asked like from friends and people that know me, like, where do I start, like how do I start to do my makeup, and they don't know where to start, and I'm like, you know what, this is a video. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a nice thumbs up, subscribe if you have not, and of course I will see you guys in my next one.